First thing to note in this question is that a perfect square is actually an integer that can be squared. So we're trying to take this thing on the left and write it as something squared. It's not really got anything to do with showing that it's a geometrical square. Nothing like that. So the main thing to focus on is trying to expand and simplify this. You get 4 marks for that if you just expand and simplify it fully. And then if you can go on from there, try to write it as a perfect square. Okay, let's do the expanding bit first. So we've got 2x. I'm going to focus on one term at a time. So 2x plus 1, 3x plus 2. Okay, I can multiply these. I'm going to get 6x squared plus 4x plus 3x plus 2. That's a little crab claw method. Okay, and then I'm going to simplify that. So I can only simplify like terms. So it'll be 6x squared plus 7x plus 2. Okay, brilliant. Let's take the next one. I'm going to take all of this together. So x, 3x plus 5 plus 2. This is going to equal 3x squared plus 5x plus 2. I've got this 2 here. So overall, we have 6x squared plus 7x plus 2 plus 3x squared plus 5x plus 2. Combine like terms. I'm going to get 9x squared. I'm going to get 12x. And I'm going to get 4. Okay. Now that's 4 marks for that bit. How now to get it as a perfect square? Well, if it's going to be written as a perfect square, then I need to write it as this squared. Or this, where these two things are the same. And the only way I'm going to be able to get 9x squared with these two things the same is going to be if they are both 3x. Okay, the square root of 9, the square root of x. The same is going to happen with the 4. The only way that I can multiply these two things together to give 4 and have them be the same is if I take the square root of 4, which is 2. And let's just check. Do we get the 12x? We get 6x, we get 6x. Yes, it works. Okay, so in principle, you would factorize a quadratic with 9 at the start, and you would try some values, or there's different techniques for doing that, but I can do it more quickly here because I know it's going to be a perfect square, so I know this is the only way it can be done. I'm just going to write as conclusion, which is a perfect square. Okay, but that is what you have to do in this question. Finally, this equation has the equation, the thing on the left is exactly the thing we just dealt with, equals minus 12, has no solutions. Explain Gemma's reasoning. Well, she's just shown, we need to use part A. She's just shown that this thing on the left is actually 3x plus 2 squared. And the key thing is that that will always be positive. I can't square a number and get a negative. So the fact that we've got something that's positive on the left-hand side and something that's negative on the right-hand side means there's no solution. So explain Gemma's reasoning. A square number cannot be negative, or words to that effect. You might say you can't square root a number and get a negative. That would be another way of writing it.